Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Nerdtooine and a Movie Podcast. I'm your host, Nerdpool Prime. We are here with a very special guest, a very talented, entertainment talented artist and rapper. Say hi to everyone.
Yo, what's good, man? I go by Javan Jordan. You could call me Jay or my stage name, Illuminati.
Yeah,
Either or, all the above.
Dude, like you're like the last video you did with all that like neon, the black lights and everything, man. I'm watching that thing like, yo, this is dope. And I'll ask you later about like the differences between doing art for comic books and rapping. But first, have you always been like into comics? Like, what's your nerd origin story?
Man, I have always loved comic books and comic book characters, and I grew up in. I feel like I grew up in one of the best times you could grow up. I grew up with, the Spider-Man animated series and the X-Men animated series, and I was lucky. I got to grow up on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like anyone that really grew up in that era, you know what I'm saying, is kind of has some kind of pull to the comic book world. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone, unless you were raised, in a barn or something, you know what I'm saying, away from society.
Yeah, for real.
But even then,
like
you probably
Saturday morning cartoons, man. Everyone watched Saturday morning cartoons back in our day, man. And it's weird.
That was the thing.
We like had our own connected movie kind of universe before the MCU even existed, because those X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, they all crossed over all the time. And it was like, I remember the first time I saw Ghost Rider show up, I was like,
Punisher, remember the Punisher when the Punisher showed up?
Oh my God. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, how is this even like on TV right now? Like, and now we get to see it live, man. It's some of the stuff we're getting is just insane. You watching Loki?
I watched the first episode. I gotta, with stuff like that, I gotta wait for the wife, you know what I'm saying? Because she wants to watch it with me. But you know what I mean? Anytime I'm like, come on, let's watch Loki, you know what I'm saying? She'd rather watch a cooking show or Teen Mom or something, you know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I do weekly breakdowns of each episode, so I watch it a billion times during the week. But the way this show has been structured, like, it really sucks waiting for the next episode, because they end it perfectly, like, to get you like, wait, like, and to be able to just bang them all out in a row, I'm a little envious of that, to be honest, because I'm sitting here waiting like, how do I wait till Wednesday?
I'm over here like I'm ready to watch it. I'm ready to watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, I'm ready.
And it's cool about the Disney Plus shows is that they're not too long in season. So if you do sit down to watch it, you can watch it in just a couple of days and really catch up real quick.
Yeah.
And like you do comic book art. So how'd you get your first start doing comic book art?
A couple months ago, man, in Case reached out that he's seen some of the things I was doing, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why I had never thought of doing comic art, because I'm a graphic designer and I write comic books, you know what I'm saying? So like, I just never was like, I never sat down and actually took the time to try it, you know what I mean? I do not know why I never did this.
Well, I have to say I'm really glad that you did, because some of those covers for Department of Truth that are coming out, and that new what's that new book that you have coming out with Boom, right? You got the exclusive cover,
it's
right?
Dark Blood. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that pre-sale went
just dropped today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I was on it. I literally set an alarm in my phone to make sure I got it, and then I got the email like an hour early that I could get them, because I got your last book. So they let me like get the advanced pre-sale. So I was like, I didn't have to put yes. Shut up and take my money, like that. Like it's awesome, because Boom, everything Boom does, it's just out of this world. And every single book that they come out with, like, for me, when I read them, I'm like, yo, this could be a movie, this could be a cartoon, like everything they put out, like, and that's where it's heading, because with the success of the MCU, every studio is trying to buy up every little independent comic they can, or even the lesser known, like the DC with Sweet Tooth. Like, that show was amazing.
Brilliant. Yeah, I loved it. It.
I had a feeling I was gonna like it, but like I literally was boxing up
with that show.
Yo, dude, I was just like, I'm gonna box up comics while I watch this, and like I literally boxed up one box, and got sucked in and watched 5 episodes straight. Like it was amazing.
That shit hit me in the feeling so hard, dude. I was like, dude, this is like a freaking beautiful show. You know what I mean? Like, and it, like I watch a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of it will just go in one ear and out the other, you know what I'm saying? But like that one stuck with me, and I'm glad they made that show. They did.
What I like about these shows now is that they're not only geared to comic book heads. Like I know people who have never read a comic in their life and are like, oh my God, did you see that new DC Sweet Tooth TV show on Netflix? It's like amazing. Yeah. And I'm like, yes, I did. And yes, it's a comic book. Yes, it's awesome. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe that was a comic. And like,
go read the trade.
And it's like, yeah, and that's the thing. I've talked about this with a couple of different comic book creators. Comics are the most like malleable form of entertainment if you think about it, because you can tell any story on it in any different way, in different art styles, different storytelling.
It's the gateway drug, man. It is the gateway drug, bro. I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I think Hollywood's on it, because they're like, well, this is like the easiest proof of concept. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like reading these, this is like perfect visual. It's all there. It's already. It's like it's like storyboarding. You know what I'm saying? Already right there. Just already done.
And not only that, but it comes with a whole fan base. Usually, if you get the right ones, you know what I mean. Yeah. Like you release that. Like I know anyone who actually like read Sweet Tooth. I've got some friends that were like, oh, y'all don't understand how good this show's gonna be. And I'm just like, oh, I can't wait then. Like if you're telling me for someone who read it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna love this. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yep.
What was the first title you ever worked on?
And
that could include yours, because I know you also do your own, and you did a great
Kickstarter with it. I mean, I write. So the first was the Sav, you know what I mean? Back like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and but as far as like professional, like I'd like literally just like a couple months ago, probably like 3 months ago, I decided to start doing covers. I threw out some mock-ups there and out in the world, and people ate them up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm here now, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to like drop mad, just fire covers, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so, I don't doubt it, because everything you dropped has been sick. So was that Department of Truth your first real cover?
Yeah, Department of Truth. The Nirvana joint was the first one that I dropped.
And that's literally the only one I don't have yet. I'm gonna have to go track that down now that I know that it's your first like big thing. Oh yeah, I'm getting one of them. That, like I said,
Izzy's.
Go ahead.
Izzy's Comics. That's who dropped that one, is Izzy's Comics. And so like the Virgin sold out in under a minute, you know what I'm saying? And people were tripping out, like beefing, like, oh, bots bought them all, you know what I'm saying? But Izzy, you know what I'm saying? Tim, the owner of Izzy, he hit me up like 10 minutes before. He's like, man, I've never seen my website this busy, you know what I'm saying? Like there was like people just in queue ready to snatch this up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So people, threw a fit, and we're like, okay, well, I don't want people getting mad at me for them not getting a cover, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't either, people were tripping on him. And so, we're like, shit, let's drop a trade, you know what I'm saying? And then he listed, and that shit sold out quick as hell too, and it was one per customer on the trade.
So nice. Like I said, I just missed it. I was actually at work when it released, and I just missed it. But then like I've been on every other one. Like I literally I get the notification like this is coming out. I'm like, all right, mark that down. Gotta get
that one. I mean, that's like, how I am too with variants. I hit Siri right off top. I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? Put this note in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for real, because the way it's crazy, because I never did a pre-order or anything like that until last year. For when I did it, like a huge pre-order with a whole bunch of different stores, and like the pre-order game is where it's at, because people don't realize that if you pre-order it, you get it for cover, and then you're not gonna have to go try to find it later at maybe a comic book store that's hiking up the prices, or on the second-hand market.
Yeah,
and like people just like they sleep on them, and then they're like scrambling. Like, oh my god, I want to get it. Like I miss out on a few just because of timing, but for the most part, I'm good to go, because like the exclusive ones, like you get like you've done, like they're coming out, but they don't open until a certain time. So like you could go on there and say I want it, but if you're not there when that opens, you SOL. Like,
just like new shoes, Jordans. You know what I'm saying? If you're not there, you know what I'm saying, you gotta get them joints from StockX. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy what's happened to the comic industry like in the last year, like because now it's like that. Like before, you could like go 4 or 5 days after the release and still might be able to pick up a couple covers of it because but now it's like you got people that are literally driving to comic book stores all around their area just buying entire racks, like just to resell it. Like it's, and don't get me wrong, I sell comics. I mean, listen,
but I sell comics too. Sure,
I buy them and then I go, oh, I can sell this one. Like, or a few I'll buy specifically to sell, but it's not like I'm going and saying I'm gonna make sure nobody else can get this book, so I can be the only person selling it. That's messed up. That's messed up.
You know, sometimes I buy shit just to hook the homies up too. You know what I'm saying? If I know it's gonna sell out, I'll buy the shit and just, you know what I'm saying. And they usually throw me a little extra or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, when we can get that item that you wanted that you didn't think you were gonna get, you're always like, oh, here, take it, here.
Yeah.
Let me hook you up so maybe next time you don't forget about me.
Or if, like if they get something, you know what I'm saying, that you missed out on, you know what I mean? Yep. It all comes back around.
Oh, and the comic book community is just so supportive, and it's never it's crazy.
It's a whole different world, man. The comic book community compared to the, you know what I'm saying, I come from the rap game, you know what I'm saying, where motherfuckers are just cutthroat, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just out to get the last dollar, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, out here, man, I just feel like I'm floating, you know what I'm saying? It's just nothing but love, you know.
For real. And I mean, I talked about it on my podcast. I used to have this big Star Wars page on Facebook, and like I left, you know, I was doing live shows with like 15,000 people watching every Sunday. You know, it was great. And then like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go leave this one and start my own, whatever, you know, so I can report what I want to report instead of being told what to do. And I received death threats. Like, how dare you leave this, you motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, I literally got off all social media for like a year and a half. Like, just like, are you serious? Are we're this serious over a Star Wars fan page?
Yeah, but you know, especially they're not that serious, because if they're on a Star Wars fan page gang banging like that on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I would just be laughing. I'll be like, oh my gosh, these clowns are so silly, because they'll never see you in public, and even if they did see you in public, they wouldn't approach you. They'd run.
They're like, oh shit, that's him.
Yeah. They just turn the other way.
You see a cardboard cutout of their body, like in the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Running right through the wall. But yeah, it's definitely so much better with the Instagram comic community. I mean, and it's also YouTube as well, but definitely the IG crowd is just like unbelievable. Absolutely.
I feel like it's like the real place. You know what I'm saying? Like IGs where the real are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, because Twitter's all, you know, like people trying to get like shine, and, you know, that's I have a Twitter, but I don't tweet. Like, so I don't. I keep it just so I can get like the random exclusive like news drops that I don't get from my other sources.
Yeah. Well, that's where Elon must be. So that's the only reason I got my Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
That man crazy. I love watching him just like literally, just for lack of a better term, just be him.
Yeah, run the world, man.
You know, I'm sure he's so excited for Bezos to go to outer space, because for a brief moment in time, he's going to be the richest man on the planet.
Oh, I think, isn't he the richest man on the planet right now?
Jeff Bezos still got him.
Still?
Yeah. Damn. Well, I bet you that's going to change once his divorce goes through and she takes half his money. But as of right now, his
wife is giving all her money away, man. She's giving crazy amounts of money away.
She can give me some.
Me too.
Listen,
what's her name too? She's kind of cute too.
Let me get the address. Let me send some flowers. Like,
for real, no, yeah.
You want a young Thundercat? Like,
you feel me?
or like Bill Gates' wife too. That's just, man. Ooh.
I know. Just all those extra billions, man, make her look like a 11. You know what I'm saying? 11 or 12. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, you know what? I probably only have to put in an X amount of years before I inherit a whole. You know, I think I could do this.
It's worth it. It's worth it, man.
I tell all my like friends, I'm like, literally, if you find a rich old lady, let me know. because I'm tired of working. I will give her the best end of her life that she could ever possibly imagine, and then I'll live the rest of mine pretty good too. That's all. No big deal.
Yeah, it's a trade-off, man.
Nothing's free in this world. Nothing's free in this world. All right, we're definitely getting way off topic. All right,
let's off track.
How do we go? How did we get here? All right, so you are, like you said earlier, you're also a rapper. So what's the I feel like somehow having a rap background where you're constantly like writing stories and like finding ways to reference things without actually referencing them and stuff like that oddly fits well with comic book creating. Am I on base there?
I mean, it's all art to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I live my life. I live art. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell people. Everything I do is art, from the writing to even the mixing is art form. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all just art to me, you know?
Well, and you know, many people can't see that. And like I was saying about comics, how they are so malleable. It can be so many different things and it can mean different things, different people. Like all art's that way. Like you have a painting up on a wall. It's very uncommon that anyone will see the same thing.
Oh, everyone sees a different picture for sure.
And that's what's so beautiful about it. I think that's why comics captivate so many people, is because when you see these beautiful images on the screen, on the paper or on the screen, because now they're digital too. You just get like, you want to like jump into that world. And I feel like many people would benefit from just reading some comics if they don't.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Because I mean the stories and the mythos and like the themes are
at least just in
themes.
Taking some art, you know, some just like take a little bit and just go look at some art. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's here for. It's lasted this long because it's meant to last this long. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't, it would have been destroyed or, you know, thrown away a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So go hit a museum just and take some art. You know what I mean? Or go to a concert. You know.
Yep. Well, hey, the 90s did try really hard to get rid of comic books.
Oh, I know.
I'm so glad that they somehow made it through, because I know I was alive in the 90s going, where's all the comic books?
Dude, there was no comic books for a while there.
Well, because they just weren't selling anymore. And it took, and I really think that the MCU is what I mean, technically, you want to really get technical, Disney
Blade,
saved.
man. I think Blade.
Yeah. Well, and while Blade, and a lot of people don't realize this, and even though he is coming
to, actually.
Oh yes,
that's what I think.
John Leguizamo as what was that? Was he the
clown?
Yes,
Violator.
Oh my God, I you know, he's one of my favorite actors of all time. So if he's in it, I'm gonna go see it.
He doesn't get enough flowers, man. So
The Pest,
John Leguizamo, if you watching, man, we giving you your flowers right now, dog.
The Pest.
The Pest, yeah. That was a good one too.
Or when his stand-up, what was it? Damn.
Even Mario Brothers, remember that joint?
Yes, and I actually talked about Mario Brothers, how like I think we're entering the golden age of like video game adaptations, you know, because we've had some good ones recently with Sonic, Mortal Kombat, you know, and things like that. But Mario Brothers has a special place in my heart because one, I was younger when it first came out, so it was easier for me just to like go, oh yay, Mario, and not really like look into the movie.
Yeah,
but it's still it's so corny that it's good somehow. Like,
I loved it. The Goombas, remember them motherfuckers?
Oh my God,
those were my guys, man.
I freaking like, and it's really funny like that. The two people were there. They in the movie. They weren't actually brothers.
Well, were they were just friends, huh?
Yeah, I think he like
just
treated him like
buddies, right?
Yeah,
or something
I think
like
he kind of treated him like a younger brother, but like, I mean, they took a lot of liberties.
That whole storyline was fucked off, man. That whole storyline was
that all the freaking mushrooms all over the place. That was just happened to be her father. Like, oh yeah, that's my dad. What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Just looked like the sky was taking a shit, dude. That shit just dropped out of the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
And why did evolution make them have those little tiny heads?
Like
like I feel like it should have been, they should have had big hands, but you know, whatever. But yeah, that's another one of those things that it has nostalgic like love for it. Like even though it wasn't a great movie, there are people who still love it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And here we go, getting way off topic again. How do we get to
Oh,
Mario Brothers?
Bro.
See, and this is the only reason why I even script anything. Like I just do like a general outline. So like when I realize we're going off, I can go, where was I? Okay.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? I live in a pro weed state, legal state, so I'll be high as hell, man. So you're the driver, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a passenger, man. You know what I'm saying? So we missing turns and shit, you know what I'm saying?
It's okay, hold
on. Just talking. Hey man. We missed the exit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay,
so don't mind me, bro.
No. I love it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely, one of my interviews literally was like 3 hours long because we just got I literally just threw the script out. We just started talking, and it was just like, we just went off on these tangents, and I wonder if anyone actually listened to or watched the whole thing.
That's what I was telling you before. I was like, man, I just wing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not scared to talk. So,
and I'm there's a lot of people who are, and I think that if they just get out their shell, you know, they might see that it's kind of fun.
Yeah. It's just probably because I haven't met the right crowd. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all it's about. You know what I'm saying? You know, like once you meet your crowd and your people, you know, you'll flourish like a butterfly. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get out there.
Yep, and for real, like, and that's not just like some preachy shit. Like I can tell you from experience, like I don't really like crowds and stuff, but like I still go out and like I perform at comedy clubs. I do stand-up comedy, you know, and like when I get off the stage, I'm like ready to like pass out because all my energy is drained. But like
leave it all on the floor, man.
It's one of those it's one of those feelings that like that rush of, I mean, for lack of a better word, the narcissistic, I'm the center of attention. Bro, everyone's like watching me.
Well, it's like a high that no one can like understand, bro. It's like when I rock crowds, bro, that's like I've done popped everything and smoked everything and done, you know what I'm saying, drank everything. But like, bro, that high on stage, bro, that's it's like, no, you feel like a god almost, bro. It's like, you just have to do it. I can't even explain it, you know.
I haven't had anyone chanting my name yet, so that's the one I'm waiting for. Like I want,
bro. When you get motherfuckers with everyone in the whole crowd with their hands in the air, bro, it's just like, whoa, this shit is a trip, man.
Yeah, that's gotta be, because like I said, I performed. You know, people cheered and laughed, you know, and stuff like that. That's cool, but like to have a whole group of people in unison, just like praising what you are doing, like just like losing their mind over what's coming out of your mouth, man. I'm one of these days I'm hoping to do it like a crowd like that for my, I don't have a catchy name like Fluffy, you know, but like maybe I'll think of something and have a stage name so they can chant that when I get up there.
Hell yeah. All
right, so let's back on track. So here we go. You're a rapper, so let's hear, who are your top 5 rappers? You don't have to put them in order, but who would your Mount Rushmore?
I would have to say my top 5 is Eminem for sure. You know, Jay-Z, he's probably in there, you know what I'm saying, just because he's just Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Definitely Tech 9, E40, and then oh shit, this is a hard one.
I'm about to steal a line from Nas. No, Pac, Nas, or Big?
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't like, no best.
DMX is probably 5, man. DMX is 5, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I've been rocking with DMX since back. Like, I mean, like I have like the CDs. Like, I've got the Great Depression. I mean, I've got the actual, like, people these days don't even know what it was like to go to like the store and get that hot new CD and pop that plastic off and
try to pop the plastic off. Yeah,
yes, it was a struggle because it was always so like hard. Like they made that shit like Fort Knox. Like, how the hell are you supposed to open that shit? Like,
dude. No, you have to be biting on this shit, trying to rip it open and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And now people are like, they're like, oh my god, my stuff won't download. I can't stream the new song. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's buffering.
oh, just give it a minute. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Yeah, they don't know what it was like to have like a Trapper Keeper, like those big ass binders full of CDs. Like, I found mine the other day. I'm going through. I'm like, oh man, yo, it felt like a time machine, man. I literally like just like was straight up like back in like 06 when I remember making that mix. Like there's no track names, but I know every single track on this CD right here.
Making mixes, dog. That was the shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You had like, and everyone thought they were like the best DJ ever. Like you put volume 1, like the date, like, yeah, I'm gonna do like 15 of these things, man. I remember I had a whole book of them thinking that I was like, yeah, my song's the best. Hey, put in volume 3, skip to track 4. Like
who needs a DJ when you got mix CDs, bro?
Oh man, those and I know I'm gonna sound like 3,000.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know what's funny is like my girl. I was, like our new car. We just bought a Denali, so it doesn't even have a CD player in it now. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna throw out like our old CDs, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, no, I still have my mixes in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna bang these on? You know what I mean? We can't even listen to them on anything. You know what I mean?
Go get a big old boom box.
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
You can't even buy those anymore. You got to go to like a pawn shop to buy a boom box nowadays.
Dude, I've been searching for a VHS, VCR, because I want to go out and get the original release of Star Wars, the original trilogy, before they went in and like changed everything.
Remastered,
yeah. Like I remember, like, dude, I remember when I was watching because I was super excited. You know, they remastered it. It's gonna be amazing. Got a brand new DVD collector's edition. Man, I put in was it Return of the Jedi at the end, and they changed the Force Ghost for Anakin, and I lost my shit. I remember running around the house like, no, like, and my grandmother, like, because I was at her house when I was watching it.
I don't know what George Lucas was thinking doing all that stupid extra shit.
Well, so some of his changes,
remember the song,
did make sense. Yeah, why did they put that in?
Yeah,
no. The worst is the Who Shot First.
Yeah,
because it's now edited that Greedo shot first.
Which it should be, you know what I'm saying? Right?
No, Han shot first. And the script, it says Han shot first.
Oh, okay.
Like and then everyone they changed
you want
it.
Killer Han. You want Killer Han.
No. I want saving my ass Han versus let's see what happens Han. Like, cause see what happens Han, he dead. Okay. Like, I mean, that's a bounty hunter that literally just said like, dead or alive. Oh, I'm shooting that bitch in the face. Like, no, there ain't no dead or alive here unless it's you. Nah. Like that. Yeah, that was definitely one of my biggest pet peeves. I mean, a lot of the stuff is whatever, but the one thing is Empire. There wasn't much editing done because it was so good as it was. They just like touched up some graphics here and there and like added a couple things, but like they didn't change anything like they did in the other one. So. That's still one of the greatest movies of all time, in my opinion. Empire Strikes Back.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, all of it, man. I'm a freaking Star Wars. I got like a Darth Maul shrine in my office. You know what I mean? I know Darth Maul's not really like a freaking a big character. You know what I'm saying? He just
whoa, yes he is.
I think he's one of the dopest characters, but absolutely. A lot of people hate on him. You know.
The reason why is because they're too proud or whatever to watch the animated stuff or read the comics. Like if you watch the animated series or like either Clone Wars, Rebels,
comics, bro, the Dark Horse shit, dude, the Dark Horse comics, bro. Come on, now.
Sons of Dathomir. Oh yeah. Believe me, I know exactly what run you're talking about. Too, man. Yep.
Yeah.
Asajj Ventress, like they went to so detail in those Dark Horse stuff. I mean, granted, it's not canon now, but it's still great reads.
Canon, yeah.
You know what I mean? But even the last season of the Clone Wars, that fight between Maul and Ahsoka is one of the greatest scenes in all of Star Wars. Like that battle was just so perfect, and because they brought in what's his name, Ray Park. He actually did motion capture for that scene, and they just put it into the digital.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, if you watch it, if you watch that
shout
scene,
out to Ray Park, man.
You can see like there's a couple like you when you now that you know, you'll be like, yep, right there. That's the Ray Park. You know how he like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
It's in wow. It's the third episode in that 4-series arc, the Caesar Mandalore, when they're fighting. I think it's called The Apprentice, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, when he's fighting Ahsoka,
so I haven't watched that series front to back. I've watched a lot of episodes. You know what I'm saying? Because I was so pro. What's his brother Savage, right?
Savage Venture. No, Savage Opress.
Yeah, Opress. Yeah. That motherfucker.
Oh, he was badass. That's what sucked me into that golden black.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
So the final season of Clone Wars, you don't really have to watch the entire series to understand that, because that's more of like I don't want to say like a spin-off, but it fills in gaps in between the very end of Revenge of the Sith and the start of the New Republic. Because like literally Order 66 happens right then.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it like front to back, because I was still a kid when that came out. You know, what was I, maybe like in high school or like in college when that shit came. So I need to go back and just like rewatch it front to back. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, even with like Disney Plus, I have gone in and tried to watch episodes here and there to show my son, and like the, you know, with the cool battles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but other than that, you know, I need a refresher.
I gotta be honest, I hadn't watched the full series either until The Mandalorian came out, because I heard rumors early about Ahsoka showing up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do deep dive. I'm gonna watch everything Ahsoka was in, so I can make the best predictions and be able to explain who she is and do all that stuff. So I recently watched it within the last year, and honestly, anyone who is a Star Wars fan, and for whatever reason, whether because it's a cartoon or because they think it's for kids or whatever, go watch Star Wars Clone Wars. It is fantastic. It gives so much backstory to so many of our favorite characters, and Dave Filoni knows, and he knows what he's doing.
He's the Mandalorian.
Like like Filoni is so like good at telling his stories. I've never seen him try to tell someone else's, really, besides that one episode in The Mandalorian that he did. But yeah, he's even Rebels, and now the new Bad Batch. Oh man,
I haven't watched any Bad Batch yet.
Bad Batch is sick. Like, and I see a lot of people complaining about it. I mean, there's been a couple like really like big like random cameos that like I didn't even expect to show up. So like that's made it like people are like, that's the only reason why people like that show. No, it's thoroughly entertaining. Like they don't
I think Star Wars is like so on fire right now with like everything they're doing. Like I don't think it's gonna be hard for them to misstep now. You know what I'm saying? With the way that they're rolling, you know what I mean? Like they're just rampage season.
The new comics too are just fantastic.
Bounty hunters, man.
I have them. They're in my closet, but my to read pile at this point is almost unmanageable. Like I'm almost at like every weekend.
What's reading nowadays? Yeah, that's what
dude, like every weekend I tell myself I'm gonna take a break. I'm not gonna do a podcast episode. I'm just gonna read a whole bunch of comics, catch up on a whole bunch of things, and then let me schedule another interview. Let me schedule another sale. Let me do this. New episode of Loki. Like I just can't like. I'm at the point where I need like a social media like manager, because I can't handle it all right
now. Or someone to read to you while you're trying to work. You know,
that would be awesome. Gotta find. Let's see. I'm gonna put a Craigslist. Looking for person to read comics out loud while I work on podcast. No creeps apply.
Yeah.
No. I ask him like a comic book question. If you can't answer this question, you obviously can't read this to me.
For real.
Oh, so if there was any rapper out right now, alive, let's say alive, that you could get on a song with, or they could come on your song, either way, who would it be?
Oh, who would I want to do a track with right now?
Yeah.
Probably still Eminem.
Eminem is one of my favorite. He was like, I remember like as a younger white kid, like just his angst and his anxiety when he was rapping early on, like that, like the whole Marshall Mathers LP.
Bro,
like,
I felt his anger, man, as a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like I do love Pac and Biggie, you know what I'm saying? But like for me, Eminem, like I listen to way more Eminem than anyone else, you know what I'm saying? Like his anger, man, that shit was like, I felt it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and because it was raw and it was real. Like he wasn't,
yeah,
like you see a lot of people, especially in the game now, that like put up this big facade of who they are, and you know, stuff like, and
bro, it's all a facade now, dog. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's all just
and it's sad
corny,
that
not all of it, just the mainstream
no.
shit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of Echo. I don't know if you know Echo.
Hell yeah, Echo,
like
Echo's
bro,
a fucking beast, man.
like, and him, like Chris Webby. They, you know, there's certain ones that just
Webby,
keep dropping like hot shit, and they're not the mainstream like you're talking about. They're the real ones. And it's sad that they're the ones, and like people like you, like who actually like put your heart in, like actually work on your craft instead of just like throwing some random shit up that's catchy just so it gets played by everyone. Like they need to somehow like warp the rap game and let all those fucking pieces of craps get out of the way for like the real rappers to come through, because like it's I stopped listening to radio. Like I can't listen to radio anymore.
I listen to I can tell you I listen to more fucking, like when I go on my like my car rides and stuff, you know what I'm saying, traveling and shit, I definitely listen to more fucking rock than rap radio, you know what I'm saying? Like that's for sure. Even classical. I listen to more classical than the fucking regular ass.
Are you talking about like classic rock or just like classical music in general?
Like classical music, like Mozart and Bach and Beethoven and shit like that.
That comes with the territory. I mean, some of the like the greatest like music in history just gets sampled from the greatest music in history. You know, and that people don't realize, like some of their favorite songs have like classical musical notes that like are famous to like someone who's like a trained musician, like, oh my god, that's the 10th concerto. Like, you know what I mean? And like, and they're just like, nah, man, that's Lil Nas. Like, what? Okay. I'm walking away now. Like, some of the artists today just really hurt my feelings. Like, how are you famous? Like, this is ridiculous. Like,
sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to fucking rap anymore. These fucking clowns, you know what I'm saying?
No,
but then I'm like, well, some motherfuckers, we got to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? There's still some solid motherfuckers that are still holding it down and doing the damn thing.
If everyone would just lets these, for lack of a better term, fakes, like take just let's, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with them. Whatever, take it. Nah, like there's got to be some people will always stand up, and the real ones, like with the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Like they usually they come and ready to go, like warriors come out.
And that's another thing. Like motherfuckers is like, oh, Eminem sucks now, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't suck. He's just still the same, you know. I'm like, he's like, you know, some stuff he has kind of conformed a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, but other than that, you know, he's still fucking ripping bars and like trying to change his like style up, you know, within a drop of a dime. And, you know, he's still doing crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But people are so now when they hear it on the radio, they don't want to hear that shit because they were just listening to Migos, and then the next song is going to be Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? So
no, that's, you know, real music that like the Eminem, like and also you got to put it into perspective with Eminem, his discography is so expansive at this point that
he got diamond records and shit, man.
Like he has to like at some point like stop like doing that kind of stuff just to not be stagnant. Like that's the length of career he's had. I mean, and let's be honest, anyone who's gone at him got bodied. Like bodied. The only one that honestly that came back a little bit and then got really bodied. Yes.
MGK.
Yes.
Yeah.
He came back. I was a little surprised. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I was like, okay, MGK got some bars. MGK got some bars, but now this nigga's wearing lipstick and paints his fingernails and doing all kinds of weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you can blame him for that, dude, because he said, "I'm not even gonna rap no more, man." He called me a mumble rapper.
Yeah.
He was like, "That's it."
Like, if that's someone's prerogative to do that, you know what I'm saying? All for it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he got bodied.
Yeah, that what it's called. It was Kill Shot, right? That's what it's called.
I think so. Yeah,
that's that second one he did. Oh man, and people like, and there's a difference between having a more like enjoyable song versus a diss track.
Yeah,
because that's what I got a lot when I talked to people about that. They'd be like, "Well, yeah, but that MGK song is you can bump that. Yeah, you can bump that for sure. But if you're talking about who got bodied, it has to do with the lyrics. It doesn't.
Oh yeah,
they could be going a cappella. It don't matter. It's about what was said. And Eminem put him in the ground like that. That was done. Like there's nothing you can say. Like
it was entertaining.
I gotta get, like we said, gotta give MGK mad props. I mean, because not many people would even think to step to M at all.
No.
And he came with it. Like he did. Like he really, like I remember being blown away. Like, damn, the balls on MGK. Holy shit. Like I never thought like someone like, and nothing against him, but like, I mean, I never saw him as a hard rapper. Like he was. I didn't think he was like a pussy or anything, you know what I mean? But like, he never came across as like someone who would go body somebody, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he made some cool songs, that you would like, whatever, and bump to, but like, it was never like, hey, you better watch out what you say about MGK. He gonna come get you. Like never. Like, that was never something I thought of. And then he goes and takes a swing at M. Like, boy, you shot for you really shot for the moon swing on that one. Like,
yeah, that was a big swing, man. And I think it I feel like if it boosted his career really good, and then he just like kind of came out weird. You know what I'm saying? Like he started doing weirdo shit.
I think what happened was it did help him out, and people go, "Wow, MGK got bars," but then he used that fame to go a different route and started acting.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. To each their own. If you can do multiple different like industries like you do, where you rap and you do comic book art.
I feel like movie. That's like the obvious like rank up for people. Like that's like the ultimate like world. Like I feel like, well, I'm an athlete. If you can be an athlete, you know what I'm saying. But obviously, I'm not gonna be no fucking athlete.
But think about it. The athletes want to be on TV and want to be in movies.
Look at
LeBron.
True.
Look at Dwayne Wade. He's got his own. He's got his own game show. Like
it's like a circle. But I feel like at the top is like the movie stars, because it's what we see on TV every day, and like so I feel like that's like the upper echelon of like the whole levels. Like I feel like it's like musicians, athletes, and then movie stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you agree? Kind of like in that area, right?
Yeah, the only people I definitely like that order. The only people I would put on top would be whoever's running the studios.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
because
we got guys, Elon Musk and Bezos. Those fools don't count because they're just
they technically run the entire world.
Yeah. So we got after the movie stars, we got the geniuses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I always hate to put the movie stars at the top, because like without the creators, they don't have anything to act.
True.
So like someone like Spielberg or like Feige or anyone who's doing like making the movie, they're the tops. I mean, like, because these are the people who the movie stars go to, like, can I please be in your movie?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, so that would be the top. I mean, and I put them over Elon Musk because I'm a nerd. So like they may not be as rich, but I mean the fact that Feige controls the MCU and everything in it,
that's pretty boss.
I mean, the greatest, the most lucrative film franchise in the history of time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Nerds won.
For sure.
the Nerds won.
They did. They deserved that one.
So I'm gonna get. Like, we got a couple more questions that we kind of roped around and everything, but one I really wanted to ask you is about comics. So, if there, what it doesn't have to be like a Marvel, DC, any character, any book. If you could get one book to draw, like that, you could like maybe let's say that you'd get every cover of that run.
Okay.
What one character would you want it to be?
It would be Spawn.
And is that because of your love of the character, or just how he looks, or?
I love Spawn, man. You know what I mean? I was like, I love Image Comics. You know what I'm saying? That's really what got me really, really in love with comics. You know, Spawn and Youngbloods and that whole era, Savage Dragon, even. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole era is really what drew me into comics. You know.
Oh, I definitely
a real
feel
comic
that.
form.
Yep.
Because like growing up with like Spider-Man and X-Men, I didn't even know those were comic books. You know what I'm saying? They were just cartoon characters. You know what I mean? But like actual comics, it was definitely Image stuff. You know. So Spawn is I have like a special place in my heart for Spawn. You know. And if I couldn't do Spawn, then it would definitely be Hellboy. You know.
I'm a huge Hellboy. I've just actually, like, granted, I'll be honest, I'm just now starting to read like Hellboy comics and stuff like that. I got a huge like the what's it called, the giant trade back of like the whole first like everything he's done, like the first volume. I'm reading through that. The omnibus. There we go. I couldn't think of the word. Like, so I'm slowly reading through that, but like obviously Ron Perlman like captured my every nerdy soul as Hellboy. So I hear you on that, but I really agree with you on Spawn, because I remember as a kid when I first saw Spawn, I remember thinking it was the first non like superhero.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like that didn't have tights over his fucking pants.
Right. Like he was just a dark hero, and I remember that grittiness. And I actually, it's funny you said Savage Dragon. I literally just picked up Savage Dragon #1. Like last week, like it was that black cover with
Larson, man.
with the cuts. I was like, ooh, it was on somebody said, I was like, no one's buying this bid. I got it. Yes!
Might as well. Yeah, everyone got to have a Savage Dragon #1.
Well, and what's sad is there are people who don't even really know, or I'll say didn't know who Savage Dragon was until crossover, because Donny Cates is bringing all those characters back in the loop. And showing them off little by little in that run. I'm only on like issue 4. I have all of them. I just haven't been able to
I picked up issue 1 and it didn't really like. I wasn't captivated. So I just kind of like fell off of that series a little bit.
See, and for me, that I like, it got me hook, line, and sinker right away. Like, I don't know,
really?
Like the only thing that threw me off initially was the way like the comic book characters like appeared. You know how like it was like that comic book like dots, like the old school, like that freaked me out a little bit. But like once I got into the second and third, when like the cameo started, like, and like the almost inner monologue of Cates, like, because like I loved that, like him like basically narrating the story as if it was him as you're reading it. It's like, yeah, you remember these guys? Oh, you probably don't, because they canceled them. Well, guess what? I'm bringing them back. Here they are. Like, I was like, oh, that's cool. I like that social meta commentary, like, really got me. Like, so I if you get a chance, I think you might want to like give issue 2 and 3.
I need to pick up the trade. I just need to pick up the trade was what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because like I probably, that's what happened. Probably I just didn't give it enough shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how I felt about Something That's Killing the Children. And like some of these other like We Live, I missed out on those trains so early that like I'm just like, you know what, I'll catch up one day. I'll grab a couple here and there, maybe just to like have or to flip, But like I don't know, I was way too far behind. And when you get behind on a comic,
that should have taken off like crazy.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so happy that I don't have very many, because obviously as I was late to the party, but I did just receive that LCS hollow foil reprint #1.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I literally bought that to sell. The second it got in my hand, I was like, nope. Nope, this is mine. This is mine. I did the same thing with a Venom #1, Lethal Protector. Like I specifically got that. I was like, this is a real hot book. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna grab one, sell it. The second I got it, with how beautiful, like how crisp it was, I was like, no,
that's
way.
That's like the Venom cover
mine.
to have. You know what I'm saying?
This is mine. I'm never giving this up. Like,
yeah, that's the Venom cover to have, man.
Oh, for real, yeah. It's just so iconic. Like it really is. So is there anything that you got in the works that you want to promote that everyone needs to know about? Because if anyone's not paying attention, he's for lack of a better term, blowing up right now. So you might want to listen up and get some of it, whatever he's got coming up.
So yeah, we got like today, Dark Blood, Boom Studios. We dropped the exclusive over on In-Case Comics for that one. Another there was it's a bigger print run, I think 1,000. So there should still be some left, hopefully by the time you're watching this. Then I got an Ice Cream Man.
Ooh.
Ice Cream Man 25 exclusive dropping with the Comic Mint. Then I got some other Department of Truth stuff dropping. Some other Boom titles. We got it. It's gonna be it's we in there, you know what I'm saying? We got the foot in the door, you know what I'm saying? So
hey, welcome to the team. No sleep. That's from what you're saying. It looks like you're not gonna have a lot of time to.
Bro, I sleep seriously, bro. You can ask my wife, man. I sleep seriously maybe
2 hours a night.
5 hours a night. Yeah. Like,
yeah. No,
like literally, dude.
All right, so I'll give you a little perspective. I was doing my Loki breakdown all the way till 5 o'clock this morning. I was up at 9:30 because it was my brother's birthday today. We had to go, celebrate his birthday. And then I rush home to get ready for this. And then once we're done here, I got to edit it, get ready for posting. Then I got to do the Loki video. I don't sleep anymore. Like everyone jokes that I'm literally in 2 time zones. Like I live in Florida, but Nerdtooine's in California. Like you never sleep, bro. Yeah, pretty much. I can sleep when I'm dead.
I mean, if you want to get ahead in life, you know what I'm saying? You can't sleep, especially while you can still like manage to like be up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
granted, it'll suck when you hit that wall and you just collapse one day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, I love sleep. Don't get me wrong. When I can like sleep, bro, it's the best thing. But if I know I have shit to do, you know what I'm saying? I can't sleep. I gotta get to it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, the grind's different for some people. You know what I mean? Like you just know when you got something you got to do, you just go out and do it. You don't waste no time. You can't.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show. I think we had a good time. We're definitely gonna try to do this again in the future.
Hell yeah.
Because I next time I'm not gonna script anything. We're just gonna come on and BS the whole time, and I think that'd be an interesting show for sure. Because when we got off on those tangents, that was real fun. And then I had to, be let's get back on topic. Because
you're the DD, bro.
And me being the voice of reason is not a good look for me. So
we both got to be drinking.
we need to get we need to get like a supervisor. Hey, can someone supervise us because we can't control this?
Mom.
Oh man, but yeah, I appreciate doing this, and I look forward to seeing everything that you do moving forward, and may the force be with you because you're just killing it right now. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Thank you, brother, man. Thank you for having me on the show too, man. I definitely appreciate you reaching out and let me come talk my shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everyone that has been looking out for me and grabbing the covers I've been dropping, you know what I'm saying? Because without all y'all supporting, you know what I'm saying, then it would just fall flat on its face, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, the support has been crazy, and I think people are seeing that the support is there and it's real. So I think that's why they're giving me these crazy opportunities, So shout out to everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you know me, like once I get them, I'm gonna be showing them off and promoting myself because I missed one, and I'm gonna find a way to get me. I swear.
Yeah.
I might have to pay out the ass for it just so I can get it. To be honest with you,
we're gonna get you one, man. Don't even trip, man. Just stay at me, man. When I get him, you'll know.
Appreciate it as always, man, and definitely check him out. Drop your just give him your Instagram handle.
Yeah, man. Illust Illuminati. Pretty much, if you search Illust Illuminati anywhere, ILLESTUMINATI, Illust Illuminati, on Facebook, Instagram. I got a website, illustuminati.com. I drop music videos there, YouTube, everywhere. I'm everywhere, man. Just look up Illust Illuminati, man. I swear I'm everywhere, you know.
And he's not lying, because I've seen him just about everywhere, because I'm just about everywhere. Just search Nerdtooine and you'll find us. So yeah, and I really appreciate it, and we'll have to do this again soon.
Hell yeah, definitely, brother.
All right, man, you take it easy.
Yeah.